başlayalım. L.A. Bak şeyde başta yazdım kategoride.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city based not on the man but on the automobile, the car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
Bir dakika ya. Bunu biz nasıl düzelteceğiz ya? Oyunun. Ha? Biraz küçülteyim dedim de. Şey oldu ya. Ben bunu ne yapmam lazım da ben bunu alt Windows'a bastığım zaman donmayacak bu. Bir de tam ekrandan ne çıkıyor bu pencere ekranı oluyor ya? Bu nasıl oyun ya? Siyah beyaz parlaklık arayüz boyutu altyazı. Ben pencere ayarı nasıl yapacağım bunda? Kamera sallantısı, oynanış, ipuçlar, aksiyon, kontroller, oyun kumandası, fare hassasiyeti, nişan alma seçeneklerimi, nişan alma yardımı düşük olsun. Tamam, hedefe tamam. Bunu nasıl yapacak ya? Bunu ben penceresinde nasıl ayarlayacağım? Penceresi ayarlanmıyor mu bunun? Ayarlanmıyor. Sağ diyor. Sol diyor, yukarı aşağı. He, sağ alt yazı bu şey bu, tamam. Sıçtık o zaman, hep alt. Bunda çok şey yapmayacağız. Windows tuşuna basıp monitöre mouse'u götüremeyeceğim.
Where every man can own his own home and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle, a quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
Aha, Red Dead Redemption.
Dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
Bu oyunu da Burak söylemişti bana galiba ya. Bizim fardayız.
A city of dreamers.
Grafikler biraz şey ama hikayesi çok güzel. Geri.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems.
Onun film tadında lan.
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
Bakacağız kardeşim, bakacağız.
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street.
Saldırı meydana geldi. Aha! İlk vakamızı aldık.
For an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Adam yolda. Anam!
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the
Açıyorlar,
beam of
aç.
sunshine
Bunda siren yok mu oğlum bunda ya? Bu nasıl polisiye oyunu ya? Ha, sireni kullanmak için heymiş.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might
Siren
back up?
heymiş.
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, A Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
Allah Allah, sanki biz adamı yaratacağız.
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Gelin lan. Aha.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your
All
way.
right.
We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Hadi,
2
ters
heads are
kamera
always
ya.
better than 1.
Bölgeyi araştır.
Look at this junk.
Neredesin lan? Neredesin oğlum?
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Oğlum ses buradan geliyor bana. Ha, buradaymış. Dur lan. Ben de bakacağım.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Bu neymiş?
I tell you I'm
Incidental.
I always get
Davayla alakasız, bırak o zaman.
Jesus.
Bu neymiş?
Cole, come take a look at this.
Tanırım kol. Geleceğim.
Dr. Fontaine,
Oğlum çok iyi lan geçiş.
could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Arkada ne yazıyor?
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon.
Courtney
I'm
Sheldon.
only in second year, Doctor.
Oğlum bu isimler, ben isimleri okumayacağım ya. İsimlerle ilgili
Because of my
sıkıntım var.
experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
La Burak, bu
Battle fatigue
ekranı tam yapamıyoruz mu
and
ya?
collapse under duress.
Yarım ya böyle sinematik.
Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find
Pencere
ways
ayarını
to
falan filan.
unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance for your friend's help is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that.
YouTube amca hemen.
Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Yani bu ara sahneyi biz
Never
ne
gonna
izledik acaba?
find it. It's a waste of time.
Tamam bırak. Başka bir şey yok değil mi lan? Toplanan gazeteler. Sen çağırmıştın beni. Geliyorum. Oğlum buralara falan baktın mı? Köp kenarlarına falan. İşte bunun kamera Ulan ben mouse'u... Dur geldim dur. Ananı avradını. Kan lekesi.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Denetlemekten çıkmak için şunu. Bunun ipucu defterinize eklenecek ve dava. Yansıma üzerine şehir devresi, sezgi dava görevleri. İpucular. Kan lekesi. İnsanlar Scott Bate'ın cinayet sanrısı dedektif Floyd Rose. Bu ne alaka? Şüpheli kişi. Oğlum oyun çok iyiye benziyor lan. Normal oyunda sıfır ya. Cinayet zanlısı. Bence erkek cinayet kurbanı 2 kere ateş edilerek açık. Erkek. Cinayet zanlısı. Kafkas erkeği. Uzun Kafkas erkeği. Olay mahalli ara sokak. Dava görevleri. Dava özeti 6. cadde ve silahlı saldırı nehir yönetim depo kısmında bunun için arıyor. 16 bildiğim merkezi dışındaki bir dedektif aracı cinayet masası ekibi olay yerinde bir çıkmaz durum olmalı yoksa bunu devretmezlerdi olay mahalli. Dur oğlum dur şuradan. Yukarıya bakacağım. Yukarıdan giriş çıkış. Olmuş mu? O ne oğlum?
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Ben de
Reflection in the
bilmiyorum
window.
Ralph.
Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
Silah mı lan o? Ben
All right, don't hurt yourself.
silah. Aha silah. Çatıya tırmanmak için bir merdiven ya da yol bul. Ama onu göremezdim ki. Soldaki şeye tıkla dediği için
The
tıkladım.
gun's up on the roof, right?
Bakayım.
So we need to find a way up.
Geldim. Hadi bakayım.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Yukarıdaki uyumluluk göstergeleri inceleyebilirsin. Ulan oğlum niye dokandık biz buna?
Smith
doing,
Wesson,
Cole?
serial S71893.
Bütün iki
2
mermi
rounds
patlamış.
fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Ya onu böyle yapacaktın.
We should follow
Şöyle,
up on
o
this now
kapanacaktı.
before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Hadi bir gidelim bir bakalım. İlk önce gidebilecek mekanları görüntüler için mekanları seç. Tamam. Tamam.
Are you sure about this? It's not
Hızlı
really
lan
our
hızlı
gig.
koş.
No harm in doing some digging. The
Salak,
suits didn't
koş.
seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
Koş koş koş koş
You'd
koş
rather
koş
round
koş
up
koş.
drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Rab salak herif koş. Yeni bir şey eklendi mi? Yok. İpuçları bir şey eklendi mi? Altı patlar tamam. Allah. Dağılın lan. Aç yolu aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç. Nyek nyek. Aç yolu aç aç aç aç aç aç.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Yok ya, ne kötü
Model
olay ya.
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Model 27 kol. Model 27. Oğlum neydi lan? 27. 27 neydi oğlum ya? Smith Wesson model 27 Nikon kaplama. S71-89-3. Hay ananı avradını. S70 neydi amına kodum bak. Ben bu oyunda var ya kriz geçiririm ha. 71-89-3. Tamam çık bir. 71-89-3. Bu tarafta yok. ...71-89-3... Michael... Ha burada 71-89-3... 71... Seri numarası 71-89-3... O zaman burada. 71-89-3 şu.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
LSPD.
Do we call it in?
Hayır.
Let's see if he's at home.
Önce bir
Owning
eve
the gun
bakalım.
doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, gun.
Ne koyayım şunu o sokak yollarına bak. Haritayı nasıl kullanacağım? Durdurma menüsünde haritayı sağlayabilir misiniz?
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Sıçtık. Çok baş ağrıttı ya. Bölgelerine intikal ettik. Şeridan'ın dairesi, Scrader'ın dairesi. Hadi bakalım gidelim. Silah milah alamıyoruz mu? Elimize silah. Altın kulplu kapılar giriş yapmana izin verir. Altın kulplu kapılar girişe izin veriyormuş. Şırdır 2 daire numarası 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Tamam geri çık. Üç, 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Aha.
You ready, tough guy?
Aha.
That was a very bad...
Şerefsiz. Sen polis memuruna kafa mı tutuyorsun lan? He? Ha? Amcık. Ta. Ta. Artist.
Ralph, you all right?
Vururum ha.
Fine, I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
He. Nesine ayarlayacağım ben şimdi bunu? Çöpe bakmak istiyorum. Aa kıyafet dolabına. Heh aferin lan. Bunun tuvaleti nerede tuvaleti? Aferin silah da çekiyor. Oğlum nesini araştıracağım ben bölgenin ya? Abi.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Evet.
Not much help.
Evet buraya. Ben çöp kutusu araştırmak istiyorum ya. Oğlum benim ekran niye bu kadar karanlık ya? Ha çöp kutusu.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Oğlum ben bu evin nesini araştırayım? Kurban oldum bana bir ipucu ver ya.
Optimistic, Cole.
Hemen bir yardım ya. Hemen bir yardım ya. Bunda da hiçbir bok yazmıyor ya. Onu nasıl yapacağız? Aha elma.
Don't think this is anything.
Aha duvarda bir şey var. Abi duvarda dolapta bir şey var. Yok. Burada bir şey var mı? Burada da bir şey yok. Aha. Bakayım. Çantasını araştırayım abi. Kutu var, kutuyu araştırayım. Aha defter. Aha. Kim lan bunlar?
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a
O
hornet's
nasıl aktif
nest.
ediliyor kanka bilmiyorum ya.
Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Eğitim 14.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
1247 acilen destek ekip talep ediyoruz. Mink mink. İlk İlk davamızda başarılıyız gençler.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Şerefsize bak ya.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides.
Ben doğru yoldayım.
A brown paper envelope
Müdürüm.
or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville.
Komiserim.
It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
Kod 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Sıkıntı yok.
KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Soyguncu zanlıları yakalıyoruz bu sefer. Otono 1001. Açıyorlar, aç.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Lan! Saldırı halledeler.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your
SPD.
weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to
copper. You coming?
kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
LSPD.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Ben bu sahneleri anlamadım ya.
This kind of
Biz niye bunu
opportunity
izliyoruz be?
comes along once in a lifetime, Hank.
Bu biz miyiz?
I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole.
Cole.
You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
What?
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Siktir lan.
Why, you! Watch it! He's hiding in the alley!
What?
Bowers! Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot! I won't tell you again, Wendell. Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire! You don't want to do this, Wendell.
Lan.
Get down from there right now! Give it up, Wendell!
Ne yapacaksın la pezevenk? Nereye kaçacaksın?
Hell away from me.
Nereye kaçacaksın İbne? Oh! Ay puşta bak vurdu ya.
You fucking asked for it.
Seni de başa atacağım lan.
There's no way I'm going back inside.
Gel lan buraya.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Ne konuşuyorsun lan? Çevirmemişler burayı.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Oh.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Ha. Ne olacak he?
Come on then.
Ha. Şerefsiz. He? Push seni. Fatality yaptım öyle.
Your parole officer's feeling lonely.
Memura saldırmak.
He's got a hole in his life for an asshole
Memura
like
hakaret.
you.
Oğlum
You
en
can
az
make it
10
up to
yıl
him in
boyunca
10 years' time.
yatacaksın lan. En az 10
Watch
yıl
your
lan.
head.
He.
This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Ne zaman? Bize çocukken Hüseyin Bolt derler. Koşarız, iyi koşarız.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2.
2.
Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson,
Tembel
5.
Kelso.
Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one goal.
Lan ne oluyor lan?
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Hey, I think I see a body.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Oğlum bu nasıl bakmak amına koyayım ya. Cebine bir bakalım. Geri kaydırmak için. Galetta. Tamam, taksit makbuzu.
Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Tamam. Bir şey yok. Bunu geri koy. Ben ona bak istemedim ki. Oğlum cebine mebine bakamıyor mu ya? Tamam öyle de sıkıntı yok. Tamam.
All right, all right. Yes, it's a dead person.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer. I want to see.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
Tabii.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He?
He was my boss,
Kutuya bak çöp kutusu. Bakacağım.
Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
Evet.
And you are?
Galleta.
Tamam şüpheliyi bulduk.
Clovis. Galleta.
Yok şüpheliyi bulduk. Tanık detaylı sol tarafta girilmişti. Tamam, ayakkabı dükkanı çalışanı Everett Gayet cinayetinin görgü tanıdı. Sorular. Tamam.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Yalancıktan ağlıyor lan, bu yalan konuşuyor lan. Tamam. Oğlum senin gözün müzün ayrı oynuyor bak. Oğlum sen yalan konuşuyorsun.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu.
Benden
He
kaçmaz ulan.
runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Polisi niye aramadın lan? Bizi niye aramadın oğlum LSPD'yi?
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Tamam,
Did you
mekanı da
see the
öğrendik.
person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger.
Tam Bay Kalo.
He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked
Bak
away.
çöp kutusu mevzusu bak burada açıldı. Tamam oğlum anladık. Hmm. Bir şüpheli anlaşsak.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Yeni sebepler diyor. Silah.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded
Değil mi?
like there
Doğru
were
ama
so
ben
many.
şimdi şüpheli
And they were
seç dedi
so
ya ben ondan
loud.
şüpheli seçtim. Ben de doğru seçecektim de. Bak bu sefer de doğruyu söylediği için doğruyu seçin diyor. Tamam. Bundan sonraki bu büyük ihtimal
I need you
ilk
to
şey ya.
concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become
Ondan
important later on.
oyun kendi yönleriyle devam ettiriyor.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly close together. 5.
Tamam.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind.
Ben konuşma
Yes,
lan.
officer, I'll make a statement.
Karakola gel. LSPD'ye gel. Şu çöp kutusuna bir bakayım ya. Çöp kutusu nerede? Memurum ben bir buraya bir bakayım ya.
This isn't another one of those awful murders, is it?
Silah buraya koymuş.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Officer, please tell me what's going
Oğlum mal nereye koyuyorsun? Ha.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run by a gun store.
013
Eagleson's gun
138.
store's a couple blocks. We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
İpucular. Şimdi bir silah taksisi muhtemelen dini sebepler. Tamam ben şimdi mekan olarak ulan sezgi. Aha sezgi puanı. Hey yanlışlıkla şey yaptım ya. Pi. Sezgi harcadık. Ne şimdi geldi lan? Bildirime gelmedi. Ya şimdi alt tab yapacağım. Anasını avradı zaten oyun duracak ya. Oğlum sen abone oldun da. Niye ikinci ay abone oldu demedi? Kademeli abone demedi. Ey. Yanlış bir şey yaptık ya. Heh. Neyse oyun. Ya ay sıçın böyle oyunu da ya. Pencere şey yok ya. Lan ben bir mekana bakayım. İlk önce kuyumcu dükkanı, ilk önce silah dükkanına da gideceğiz. Silah bir bakalım. Kimin adına kayıtlı? Araca bin.
Hey, I think I see a body.
Vay amına koyayım. Eşyalar da kuruluyormuş. Niye demedi bilmiyorum ben de. Kankam yanlışlıkla oldu. Aç yolu aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç aç. Ben komiser Hüsnü. La Selami görse kabarır göğsü. Dürüstlük benim içime işlemiş. Polis Hüsnü derler benim. Nama vay vay. Vay vay Hüsnü. Millet Hüsnü'den razı. He ben de yanlaştıracağım buraya. Bundan sonra bende o zaman her şey, bütün kontrol. Tamam. Kardeşim teşekkür ederim. Lan zaten onu ben verdim lan. Pezevenk. Diğer ay oldu diye paparadan.
Officer, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to
Ama niye
trace the
ekranda
serial.
çıkmadı ben de.
Sure.
Hayır oğlum.
What's the make and model?
Etkinlik akışında da bildirim yok.
Model 1922.
Emin misin olduğunu?
Serial number is 01138.
You don't say.
Bir dakika ya.
Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare
Onu
you
senin
find
paylaşman
one over
lazım
here.
lan.
Although I did have one in here.
Bir
a
dakika
couple
söyleyeceğim
weeks back.
şimdi.
Remember the owner.
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar
Bekle,
Kalu
bekle.
was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break.
Dur geleceğim
Said he
sana.
worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Tamam. Şimdi kardeşim ikinci ay abone oldun ya. Şeyde chatte aboneliğini kutla yazıyor. Ona kutlayıp sohbete yazman lazım. Ondan sonra ekranda çıkacak. Değil mi lan Burak, öyle bir şeydi. Çünkü Melis miydi kızın ismi? Heh bak Burak tamam Burak. Moderatörlerimden Burak şey yaptı Ediyor Bey. Evet. Ulan tabi. Kuyumcunun dükkanı. Buna bir gidelim. Ay. Buraya bir uğrayalım. En son kuyumcuya gideceğiz. Yeteri kadar delil almam lazım. Bir dakika. İpuçları bir bakalım. Ediyor az önce 2 aylık kardeşim hoş geldin. Tekrardan ikinci ayımız kutlu olsun. Kesene bereket kardeşim. Tamam. Kardeşim öyle. Bin lan bin, araca bin. Kankam keyifli ya. Bu ne lan? Oğlum ben neyi yanlış yaptım?
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Examiner, how about $5?
Oğlum bu zaten olay yeriymiş ki. Tüh. Oğlum dağılın lan. Dağılın lan. Dağılın lan. Sen sür ya. Ben süreyim. Öyle niye başarısı dedi ya? Ulan nerede yanlış yaptık ya? Cesedi kaldırmamışlar kankayla. Vallahi götü zor kurtardık ha. Devre. Devrem götü zor kurtardık, hiç tepki vermiyorsun ya. Fivem'de herkes adırdı kardeşim. Fivem'de izlemek suç. Dağılın lan. Adamın bir gözü korksun. Aha beni almaya mı geliyorlar desin.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Çarma lan, dur lan.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Vay şerefsiz ya.
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Sus lan. Lan kaçma bir yere.
Kalu, get back here!
There he is. See him? She wants a 5-star goddamn win.
Goddamn! 2 clubs in. Thank you, waitress.
Lan.
Too late, Kalu!
Ay. Gel lan buraya. Ne demek ya? Yaralayacağım durdurmak için.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
Ya abi.
No.
Ya ben
Mr. Kalu
adamı
is
ayağına
out back.
sıkıp etkisiz
He
hale
said he'd
getirmek
lie down.
istiyorum.
I'll buzz him for you.
Benim memurluğum sorgulanacaksa arkadaşım, ben bu sektörde çalış.
Son of a
Kardeşim
bitch.
kaçıyor suçlu, adam katil.
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Oğlum adam katil. Adam katil.
Kalu, get back here!
Bak kaçan şüpheliye nişan alın diyor.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
Dur lan.
Whoa! What the heck, fire?
Get me out of here!
Too late, Kalu!
Lan sen duracak mı, kafana mı sıkayım gene? Yakaladım şerefsiz. Nereye basacağım yakalamak için? Lan oğlum neye basacaktım? Sola mı basak? Aha depar attım lan. Şerefsiz seni. Tamam ya, şimdi anladım ben. Kankam ne bileyim, katili ya şu anda. Katil kaçınca katili yakalamak için ayağına sıkar. Kafam bu. Oğlum aslında doğrusu bu. Ayağını sıktım.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
Severiz.
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation.
Seve seve.
Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Evet. Evet efendim.
I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Gayet iyiyim efendim.
The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Tabii efendim. Sapı mısın lan sen?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Kanıtları inceleye sıkıştırabilirsin. Kanıtlara bir bakabilir miyiz?
Are we going to the Mocambo this Friday?
Dur, kanıt incele. Bakım yapılmış. Tamam. Tamam. Ulan oğlum.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
So you shot this guy over the sale of a watch.
You think Jewish people are going to continue to take it lying down? Straight and orderly lines to the ovens? Not this heap. I say enough is enough.
Ha, bu bizim ilk şeyimiz diye adamı mi seçmemiz gerekiyordu?
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ulan yanlış yaptık.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Bir de oynamak istiyorum orayı bir daha oynamak istiyorum.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy. I need a confession.
Ben en baştan başlamak istiyorum ya.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for
Ya
that.
anlamadım ki daha ilk şeyden. Ha, tekrardan mı başladık? He. Tamam.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Tamam, bu sefer şeyi seçeceğim. Sezgiyi seçeceğim. Sezgiyi kullanmak için değil mi? Ya oğlum ben o işaret ne abi, ne L mi I mı 1 mi anlamadım ki ya. Ya oğlum. Ne olur. Abi ben şey yapmak istiyorum ya. Yeniden başlasam ne oluyor?
No remorse. The defendant is a cold-blooded killer.
Çıkma.
Very good, Boychik. Kiss my ass. I know what you're doing. I think I'll wait for my lawyer to get here before I make any kind of statement. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles.
Yine fırça yiyeceğiz ya. Yeniden başlasam şey mi olur kanka? Sıfırdan.
Ha, tamam.
Ama fırça yiyeceğim ben şimdi.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy.
Aynı fırçayı yiyorum,
I need
tamam.
a confession.
Tamam, aynı fırça.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold
Tamam,
blood.
tamam.
You're going to have to pay for that.
Ben anlamadım ki mevzuyu ya. Tamam, bir daha
You
soracağım.
followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You
Hayır,
put
şey diyor ya.
5 rounds in Gage's
Sezgiyi kullan
back.
diyor. Sezgiyi
Gage
kullanmaya
was a
çalıştım ben.
bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Adam yalan konuştuğunu biliyorum zaten. Katil bu. Ama sezgiyi kullan diyor. Yalan mı diyeyim?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Kanıtlarım.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
Yarar.
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ne diyeceğim lan ben buna?
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben biliyorum.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer.
Ne sıçtık
I
ya.
just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around. in
Ne
circles.
sıçtık ya.
We're done.
Abi bu
Unless
sorgu
you
çok
wanna
zor
keep
bu.
making a
Sorgu
schmuck
bana
of
göre
yourself.
değil ya. Sorguyu onlar yapsın ya.
You disappoint me, Coldfell.
Ya senin de ağzına sıçayım lan.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy. I need a confession.
Benim bu sorgu mantığını anlamadım ben. Ben gideyim abi suçluları yakalayayım. Suçluları kovalayayım, kavga edeyim.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I
Oğlum
wanna see
okuyurken
my lawyer.
inceleyemiyorum ki
A
mimiklerini.
lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for
Hangi
that.
İngilizce var? Alt yazı mı okuyayım, adamın mimiklerini mi inceleyeyim?
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store.
Ha bitince
You put
inceleyeceğim.
5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard.
Tamam.
Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage.
Bunun
and
yalan
you know
olduğuna
why.
karar verdim.
We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Kanıtlarım ulan. Şerefsiz. Daha demin de kanıtladım. Puşt.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Şimdi gelelim buna. Kanıtları inceledim. Dini kola ve gayet arasında ırkçı söylemler. Nesneden bakımının yapılmış olan. İnci küpesi için fiş, gayet adına arayan bankasına adına ödeme yapılmış. Böyle silahlı saldırı sebebiyle erken öldürülmüş. Bunu mu? Bunu mu seçeceğim?
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
Seçiyorum olmuyor.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's
Şimdi
not a
beyler.
crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bu pezevenk yalan şüpheli. Yalan konuşuyor bu. Bu yalan konuşuyor. Hareketlere bak hareketlere. Pezevenk. Bu işte. Yalan konuşuyor. Oğlum seçiyorum. Bunu seçiyorum. Şey demiyor işte. Bakıyor, adama bakıyor.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage
Oğlum zaten
money.
daha demin de yarana
He owed
bastım.
you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ha.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else.
Abi ben
I want
anlamıyorum
my
ya.
lawyer.
Ne yapmam gerektiğini ben
I've
anlamıyorum
just
ya
gotta
şu
keep
anda.
my
Cidden
mouth shut
anlamıyorum bak ya.
and watch you run around in
Kafayı
circles.
yiyeceğim ha.
We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
La Burak bir şey söyle lan sen de orada.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy.
Daha demin onu seçmedim mi ben zaten ya? Daha demin onu seçtim ben.
Has
Kanıt.
my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu.
Oğlum ilkinde onu
You shot a
seçmedim mi
man
ben?
dead in cold blood. You're going to have to
Tamam bunu hızlı geçelim ya. Geç ya bunu. Tamam anladık, yalan konuşuyor pezevenk ya.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5
Hacım.
rounds in Gage's back.
Daha demin
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Ya yalan konuşuyorsun burada pezevenk herif. Bak şimdi. Güzel kardeşim ben daha demin. Ben bunu sorguyu anlamadım ya. Ben bu sorgu işini sevmedim. Ben sorgu işini yapmak istemiyorum, memurum ya.
You shot Gage and we know why. We can put you
Abi,
in the scene.
ya ilk sorgumda bu kadar zorlanamam ben ya. Ya bayan söyledi ya.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
Sinirlendim bak ya.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand
Burak.
up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone.
Bak yeni
I had
ipucu
to
diyor,
say,
yeni
I told
sebepler
him
diyor.
bye.
Tamam
Let's
abi.
change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not
Bak.
Germany. It's not a crime.
Şeyle
Some people
geçiyor
don't
kanka.
like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Diniyle
And I guess
geçiyor.
you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing
Peliymiş ya.
parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn...
Bir tane daha varsa vallahi
snatcher.
sıçarım ha. Tamam bitti
You
gitti.
and that stup Gage.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Bitti mi? Yani yalan konuştuğuna değil, hani yalan konuştuğuna inanıyorsak şüpheli mi yanaşacağız? Ben onu anlamadım ki gene. Ağzıma sıçtın iki kere. Ağzıma sıçtın iki kere. Pezevenk.
Isn't it, lad?
Bir de kollarını kaldırıyor ibne ya.
Then let me have a word with the chief of police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining,
Siktir git lan.
honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Ay. Elinde kanıt varsa yalanı seç. Yoksa şüpheli davranıyorsa şüpheliyi seç. Vallahi yemin ediyorum var ya. Vay. Ben bu sorguyu nasıl geçtim ya? Torpille kesin geçtim ama. Ha, böyle bir şey olamaz ya. Ben anlamadım sorguyu ya. Vallahi billahi anlamadım. Hala da anlamadım. Elinde kanıt varsa yalan seç, yoksa şüpheli davranıyorsa şüpheli seç. Onu da anlamadım amına koyayım.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Ama oyunun oyun keyif verici bir oyun ama
Now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
Tabii efendim.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Emredersiniz efendim.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
Doğrudur
I
efendim.
did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with
Ortam
Burkowski.
güzel la.
He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
I don't want no part of it.
Hadi gidelim.
Find out, we're dead.
İyi
I say we
günler.
bust in there and find the
Captain.
goddamn evidence.
Lady'm nasılsınız? Ne yazıyorsunuz?
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Ara beni ara. Ara. O da beni seviyor. Buddy.
What does Harry says I'll say? Only if I guarantee he walked.
You know this place?
Want a medal and it's solving all the cases. Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district.
Arabamız da değişmiş.
I'll direct.
95 araç mı? Vış vış vış vış vış.
All units of 459
So,
just
tell me a
occurred
little
at
about
6th
yourself,
and Sarah.
Phelps.
Any unit
Are we
to
friends
handle
now,
code 2
Burkowski?
identified.
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC
Lan adam
before
kaçıyor.
Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign.
Lan ne oldu?
Was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
Adam
So you
koşuyor lan.
won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for them.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle code 2 identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a
Hey.
mask on his face.
Ulan oğlum.
I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Hani bu görevleri yapmamamız mı gerekiyor? Anlamadım ki ben. Bizim işimiz değil mi? Lan oğlum.
Give it up now. Make
Gel
it
lan
easy
buraya.
on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Onu kodu.
Son of a bitch! I'll take you all down with me.
Yakalamadı. Oğlum adam vurmak zorunda kaldım. Demek ki her şüpheli de sıkma gibi şeyimiz yok. Adamı öldürdük.
You can drive.
Tamam. O zaman tamam. Yok daha demin de katildi ya. Ne bileyim oğlum.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
Bu eğer adam kullandığı zaman hızlı gidiyorsa oraya ben hep bunu kullanırım.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
O adamda bir şüphelilik var.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Hadi bakalım. Evet efendim dinliyorum sizi. Buyur. Buyur söyle
I'm
delikanlı.
Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
Masum emin miyiz?
With the coroner.
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Oğlum L mi I mı?
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Mavi lekon demir olan herkesin bir önemli.
I better get back to work, sir.
Bakayım. Arabanın içinde saçılmış. İçine saçılmış çokça kan bulundu. Nakliye deposu tamam. İnsanlara bakalım. Kayıp sahibi. Hop. Dur geri gel. Nate Wilkes olay yerine bulunma sebebi atlayanın bilgileri. Tamam. Tamam.
Sir, I'm
Merhabalar.
Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You
Merhaba,
found
Nate.
the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Bu adam doğru söylüyor.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Doğru söylüyor bu adam ya.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood
Oğlum
out.
götün başına ayrı oynuyor lan.
Thank you for your
Lan bu adam
patience,
doğru
Mr.
söyledi
Wilkie.
ya.
If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
How's the world looking?
Always the same two of you fighting.
How about you?
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab. Practical Jokers say it's contaminated soil. My guess?
Gözlük markasının adı gözükmüyor mu? Heh. Stenzi.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Adrian Blake.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Ha, ne işi var lan burada?
Happier times, I guess.
Acaba eşini mi öldürdü? Ha, bir dakika. Cüzdan markası önemli bizim için. Ha, başka bir şey yok, tamam. Oğlum arada destek olun lan. Ben çözeceğim mi, anladık, ben çözeceğim. Abo. Abo oğlum, bu bildiğin bu adamı kesmiş lan arabanın içinde. Arabanın arkasında. Bu şey değil, silah.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Öyle görünüyor. 3.20 sent. 3 dolar 20 sent.
Junk.
Lan başka bir şey yok.
Victim looks to have lost a lot
Oğlum
of blood.
kurban eti kesilmiş oğlum, böyle kan mı kaybedilir ama. Ne yapacağım ben burada? Bir dakika ya. Aha.
So what's going on over there?
Uy.
Cops. Gotta be something big, right?
The brand name might give us something to go on.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Lan! Aranızda gören duyan var mı lan?
Hey, Flatfoot, you're looking to get rid of that old crate? I'll give you a nickel for it.
Tutuklayın lan bunu. Tutuklayın lan bunu.
Take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Kes lan. Anam.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Evet, ben bunu niye böyle bir şeye baktım ben de bilmiyorum. Başka kanıt var mı lan etrafta? Yok. Arabanın önü açılıyor mu? Arabanın önü de açılmıyor. Ne buldun lan değişik? Alo.
Doc?
Detective Phelps, what have we got? A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Arabanın bagajında yok. Baktım yok. Bu kadar mı lan? Başka bir şeye bakmayacağım mı? Ben de bakayım bir. Kanka kurbanı tek boynunu kesse iyi. Gibi duruyor şu anda. Baksana oğlum, arabanın içi Furkan.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Şimdi buna ben ne tepki vereceğim? Kaş gözlü aynı oynuyor bunun.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I
Ulan,
took a look.
doğru seçtim zaten
But there
kardeşim.
weren't no money in there.
Kaçez.
Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Burada doğru söylüyor.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Tamam bu.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
Tamam bak
If you
4'te
have
4
to,
yaptım.
I
Doğru
guess.
yaptım bu sefer.
I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
We're going to notify the wife. You seem to have it under control here.
Yeah, I got this.
İyi görevler memur bey. Lan şerefsiz nereye gidiyorsun? Ben de yürüyeceğim lan. Artist. İnsan bir ortağını bekler. Sen kullanacaksın sen pezevenk. Nereye gideceğiz biliyor musun? Şimdi Brooks'un evine gideceğiz. Ama bindi pezevenk. Sen kullanacaksın sen. Pezevenk. Yana kay. Sen kullanacaksın sen.
Can you drive to this one?
He sen kullan. İşte bak. Farkındayım. He ya bunu bir de co-op olsaymış. Co-op çözseymiştik. Çok keyifli olurmuş. Doğru söylüyorum valla. Black ailesinin evi. 11'e 12.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You
Kendimizi
talk to her,
tanıtalım,
Phelps.
sen konuş.
I'm no
Birisi
good at the shoulder to
laptoplar
cry on
konusunda pek
stuff.
iyi değilimdir. Tabii.
Just a minute.
Tabii gelebilirsiniz.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the
Niye
living
pek
room.
oturmadı? Oğlum bu karı şeye benziyor lan. Kuyumcudaki, ayakkabıcıdaki karıya benziyor.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place
Bölüm.
out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Mutfak dedi oğlum mutfak. Bir dakika ya. Tamam. Margın Black'ten. Oğlum biz mutfağı incelemeyecek miydik? Ben bir dışarıya bir bakayım ya.
I doubt it. No use leaving the thing half finished.
Ha ben mi yapacağım?
That can't be
Oğlum
right.
buraya koyacaksın ya. Ya oğlum çıldırtma beni. Orucu da olduk ya. Bak bir tane boru eksik.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Ya. Ya. Ya. Gördün mü? Dokaz. Insta hit su ısıtıcı yeni kurulmuş bir boru parçası eksik. Tamam. Şuna bir bakabilir miyim ben? Insert. Evet.
I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
Adresini de aldık. Güzel. Bakayım $82. Tamam bırak artık.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Icon Black. Tamam. Konuşalım seninle.
Advice?
Make sure you cover all the rooms. We don't want to miss anything.
Her odaya baktığında emin ol bir şey kaçırmak istemezsin. Bu ne?
Probably nothing.
Tamam bırakayım o zaman.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Okey. Sizce soruşturmada araştırmalarında yardımcı olacaktı. Bilgi almanız gerektiği ev telefonu ya da santral telefonu. Adresi aramak için bir telefon bulayım. Telefonlar genellikle aynı.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Güzel gidiyoruz sanki gençler. Alıştım gibi
Cole
oyuna ha.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
Tamam. Başka bir tavsiye var mı lan pezevenk?
I don't want to upset
So
the
what
lady anymore
next?
reading, Phelps, but we're gonna have to search this place.
Başka diğer odalara da mı bakayım? Her odaya bakmak zorunda mıyım ya? Dur arkasına bakacağım. Arkasına bakamıyor muyum ben bunu? Yok bakamıyorum tamam. Tam burada bir şey yok abi. Şuraya bir bakayım. Anam. Bu neymiş?
This must be Adrian's.
Stencil.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Aynen gözlükle eşleşiyor.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Evet. Odalar ayrı. Çekirdeğimi alıp gel bakayım kardeşim. Aha.
A used
Tren bileti
ticket to
almış.
Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Allah Allah. Bak olaylar iyice garipleşiyor ha. Bak olaylar iyice garipleşiyor. Yani. Tren bileti niye alaka kardeşim ya? Tamam çık. Aha. Bir tane daha aynısından. Burada ne var abi? Bu ne abi?
Nope.
Değil, nope. Bu ne? Ütü.
Nothing significant.
Davayla alakası evet. Ben yine de bir bakayım dedim. Çamaşır makinesine falan bakabiliyoruz mu ya? Tamam burada bir şey yok. Ben bir daha bir dışarıya çıkayım. Ha, buraya giriş yapamıyoruz.
What do you think? Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Oğlum başka bir fikir ver lan. Pezevenk. Tamam ya. Bir de sonuna bakayım. Evin diğer tarafına bakayım. Efendi oturuyor hala. Ama araba kullandırmayacağım ya. Ne bileyim.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Merhabalar bayan.
Make sure you cover all the rooms. We don't want to miss anything.
Gerek var mı ya? Buna gerek yok abi. Böyle abi döküldük. Direkt soruyu soralım ya. Şimdi
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
ama doğru söylüyor ya.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Kankam. Kardeşim. Şimdi şöyle bir şey var. Bu karıyla bu adam niye ayrı yatakta yaşıyor? Kadın üzgün. Dur.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Oğlum hiç bana inandırıcı gelmedi. Ama doğru söylüyor.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Hala şey.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
Frank. Frank kim?
So
Frank
nothing
kim?
out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Tamam 7'ye kadar bara gitmez dedi. Böyle bir saat var.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan.
Ah, Frank Morgan.
God knows what he's up to.
Tam bu karı doğru söylüyor ya.
Say that about Morgan, ma'am.
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Tam bu Frank Morgan'a bir... Arthur Morgan. Frank Morgan'a bir uğrayalım. İyi günler bayan. Nereye gidiyorsun lan? Oğlum bu nereye gidiyor? Ha biz artık şimdi bitti yani bu şey. Bir bara bir gidelim ya. Bara gidelim. Ortak gel çıkalım artık. İyi günler. Bu sefer arabayı ben kullanacağım. Haritaları nereden bakıyoruz? Kayıt günlüğü haritalara buradan bakıyoruz. Oyuncu. Tamam. Kardeşim ne istersen. Ben kullanacağım lan pezevenk, yanıma geç. Alıştın sen de araba kullanmaya. Şey diyeceğim ya. Bu sağda çıkan şey ne? Bu ne abi? Özel hedef. Eğer bir özel bir varışını tam şuraya bir uğrayalım ya. Orası ne oluyor acaba ya?
Any Central unit of 415 possible mental case at 7th and Flower. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Lan çok uzak mı? Ebesinin ama. Stret ya. Şuraya gidelim. Bunu siktir et. Şuraya bir uğrayacağım ya, merak ettim şurayı. Abi. Yine buraya geldik. Ya neyse ya, götür bizi ya.
You're behind the wheel.
Lan oğlum. Ulan uçurum merdivenden aşağı düşürecek bizi ya. Düşürdü belki de pezevenk ya.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink? For old time's sake.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
I
looking
can't
for someone?
decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
You know Frank Morgan? Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee faster next time, honey.
Arkada yalnız takılan
Frank
kişi.
Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
Aç. Unutma fişi. Domuz. Tamam.
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
You're lying, Morgan. What happened to Adrian?
I have 10 guys who say I was here the whole night. You think you can prove I was there?
Şey ya. Canlı bir domuz fişi.
You signed your name and left it on the slaughterhouse receipt, Frank. We couldn't have you colder if we found you curled up in the back seat.
All right, all right. I helped him. He wanted it to look like
Kardeşim
his
iyi
car got
gidiyorum ha.
hijacked. He's fallen for some dame up in Seattle, and now he's got to go start a new life with her. Goddamn fool.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Yalan mı konuşuyor lan şimdi bu? Anlamadım ki. Seattle'a gitti. Bir dakika. Tren bileti neydi? Seattle'a. Doğru olabilir. Doğru olabilir.
How was he getting there?
I don't know. Maybe a Greyhound? You guys ought to go try the terminal on Sunset.
So Adrian isn't hurt? What's with all the blood?
I don't know. It was dark. He must have caught a nick on something. Yeah.
We have you for aiding and abetting and criminal conspiracy. Do you want me to come up with some other charges, Morgan?
We bought a small hog and put it in the trunk. We got to the rail yard. I cut the pig's throat and drained the blood into a bucket. Splashed the blood all around the car. Adrian hit the pig a couple of times with the pipe to make the pipe look convincing.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses
Ah,
don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Ulan 2 doğrumuz var lan. Acaba yanlış yapınca ne oluyor? Doğru 4'e 4 yapınca ne oluyor? Bir ödül veriyor mu?
sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Lan git lan. Ya oğlum arabanın içine sıçtınız lan. Nereye gidiyor acaba pezevenk? Sağa dönüyor.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
He's a lunatic!
Oğlum bu adam şüpheli ha.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. Won't work on me.
Ne posta kutusu burada. 2. Bu da 2. dairede oturuyor.
Apartment 2.
Daire 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus,
Aa,
Adrian,
adam
I
burada
told you, we're in
saklanıyormuş.
the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit. It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black, LAPD, give yourself up now.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is...
La kaçma lan pezevenk.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Silahım yok mu lan benim?
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Allah.
Stop right there, Adrian.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Ya salak herif ya. Acaba doğru mu yaptık her şeyi?
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian.
Ya gene mi soygun ya?
You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style too.
Yo soygun
Well
şey değil,
done,
soygun diyorum ya.
detective.
Sorgu.
Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Eyvallah kaptan. Eyvallah kaptan. Sorguya vermediğin sürece sıkıntı yok kaptan. Yakalarız biz kaptan. Vay arkadaş ya. Vay arkadaş ya. Ne olacak şimdi? The Consul's Car. Ne olacak şimdi?
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on
Tamam ya,
site.
bugün
Get
de
down
bu
there
kadar
and see what
etsin
you
ya.
can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Tamam, kaydedelim. Kayıt günlüğü. Çıkış yapsam. Bir dakika ya. Kaydedip çıkamıyor muyum ya? Kıyafetler diyor. Vay. Vay, renkler şehri geceleri daha tehlikelidir. Bu iyidir.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle.
Hanımefendi, şu soldaki oturan hanımefendi ne tarafta acaba?
Sounds like...
Ben şey yapmak istiyorum ya, çıkmak istiyorum ya. Olmazsa tekrardan buradan başlarız. Yeni görev zaten. Değil mi? Devam et desem be. Tamam, konsolun arabası. Hop, pardon. Çıkmak istiyorum, evet.